motivation with Amazon Music.
You're still in bed? Didn't you go running?
Oh, I overslept. I'll go tomorrow. I'm getting in the shower.
Alexa, set an alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow to hard rock music.
Okay, I'm up.
The right song exactly when you need it. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at AmazonMusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
Blog Talk Radio.
Caution, the tea is hot. Blow it off first, okay? Dishing tea with Big Meech.
Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish the tea. And you're dishing darlings with Big Meech.
Can't wait. Time to dish tea with Big Meech. Time to dish tea with Big Meech. Time to dish tea with Big Meech. Time to dish tea with Big Meech.
Darling. And there you have it. Hello. Out there in Blog Talk Radio land, here in the glorious United States and across the globe. For those of you over there in Germany and Italy and the Caribbean islands and all of you at the sound of my voice, honey, it is another glorious day, my tea sippers. And you know what time it is, honey, so I know you have all of your crumpets together, baby, because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech. Babies, I'm sitting up here going through my little do-wah-ditties today. We have a special edition show, and I want to make sure that we get through this correctly because my Wi-Fi is acting crazy. The cable system is acting crazy, and all of that. So I am praying that we get through this without glitches and carrying on, because when we were here Wednesday was just a complete and total embarrassment. Okay. Technically speaking, of course. Today being a special edition show, honey, I'm going to I'm going to give you what I have, but I'm going to shortcut my way through some of it because, we want to make sure that we highlight our artists and carry it on special edition shows. But before we get into anything, if you're listening by computer and want to call in and say hello to our guest today, the number to call is 347-205-9183. That's 347-205-9183. And let me say this here. I want to put my disclaimer here, although I'm going to be careful because I'm consciously going in here thinking this. But I will say this, that Dishing Tea with Big Meech is for mature audiences, that the language and or subject matters that you hear on this program is not suitable for children or anyone who is not responsible or mature enough to handle the subject matters. So your listening discretion is advised, okay? The tea room is open, so if you're by computer want to come on over there, I'm in there by myself right now. But you're more than welcome to come in, just create a profile page, and you can then dialogue over there in the tea room. I will say, of course, now we're in this technological age, that everything now has to be, we're typing, we're instant messaging and carrying on, and everything is about reading. And sometimes you think somebody's trying to read you in some of the posts or whatever, and that may not be the case. So having said all that, when you come over there, please dish your tea in there responsibly for me, please, because if I come in and find out that you're cutting up, I'm going to cut you out, okay? Ha-ha. It is May 24th, 2014, honey. Next week, May 31st, in Detroit, Michigan, auditions are being set for my production. My Baby is coming to life. So auditions are next Saturday for No Time for the Pain. It will be held in Detroit, Michigan at 1515 Broadway from 2 p.m. until 6. So you guys come on down. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about the characters or about the show, please go to dishingtea.com. That's www.dishingtea.com. Click on the tab that says No Time for the Pain, and it'll take you right there. You have the cast of characters, what we're looking for, and et cetera, et cetera. Also, you have sponsorship opportunities available. We are raising funds still for the play, and your help is desperately needed and graciously accepted. Any donations, of course, is fine and suitable. So please take advantage of the many offers that we have available. We have a GoFundMe program, a campaign rather. We do have the playbill advertisements if you wish. We also have a package deal to where you could get television, print, and radio advertisement for $185. Now that there, darlings, is the steal. Okay, so we actually encourage you to go look at those sponsorship opportunities and packages that are available for your conveniences and to meet your budget if you want to come in and to advertise with us. The play, No Time for the Pain, does open in Detroit during Black Gay Pride, so you have all of that traveling and carrying on at your disposal. Is opening July 25th and running that weekend, 25th, 26th, and 27th, with 4 shows. Tickets are on sale now. All seats are $20. Again, you can go to www.dishingtea.com for more information, or you can contact Peter Jackson, who is the artistic director of Pharaoh's Treasure Box, 5 More Artists, and is also the assistant director of the show at 248-688-5178. That's 248-688-5178 for more information on No Time for the Pain. Ha! I'm living for it, okay? So, having said all that, actually, I want to take a commercial break, and when I come out of the commercial break, we're going to get right into this because my guest today, this young lady, honey, wow, I'm gagging actually because this girl got some chops on her, and I'm loving her presentation, I'm loving her style, and I'm loving what she has to say in her music. So when we come back from this commercial break, the next voice you will be hearing along with Matt would be that of Miss Alissa Cavallaro. I wanted to make sure I got that right. Miss Alissa Cavallaro, and I'm trying to roll my R. I can't roll my R. But anyway, when we come back, we will be in and learning the business from a 15-year-old entrepreneur, okay? So having said all that, let my sponsors come up in here and talk to you for a second, and then after that, we will get right into this. Okay, so having said that, we'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. The Big Brothers Network. Yeah, men of color, men of size. The Big Brothers Network was created to celebrate the larger man of color and those who admire him. We intend to promote a positive self-image within our community and the mainstream population. Our goal is to embrace our differences, to inspire self-love, and increase camaraderie through positive brotherly interactions. We intend to accomplish these goals through the BBN magazine, local and national events, and networking forums. For more information or to catch the latest copy of the BBN magazine, please go to www.bigbrothersnetwork.com. That's www.bigbrothersnetwork.com. The Big Brothers Network. Men of color, men of size. The Caribbean American Boys Entertainment. We specialize in jerk and conch food catering, party promotions and emceeing, entertainment with the Caribbean swagger, island fever on the mainland, bam bam. We also provide customized tour guides through gay-friendly Bahamas to all the hot spots of dining and club life events. Mr. Silvano T. DeMarco is the founder and CEO of the CABC. For more information, please contact him at CaribbeanBoysATL@yahoo.com. That's Caribbean Boys with a Z, ATL, @yahoo.com, or on Facebook at Facebook.com/Silvano T. DeMarco. That's Facebook.com/Silvano T. DeMarco. Caribbean American Boys Entertainment. Island Fever on the mainland. Bam bam.
Alissa, go down to the world. We're back here. Let's go get them.
All right, and we are back. If you're just tuning in, honey, you are dishing tea with Big Meat. And, of course, I am the one and only Okay. And we are here, honey, getting into today's special edition show that I just titled this, honey, Her Journey is Just Beginning, an intimate conversation with the one and only Miss Alissa Cavallaro. This young lady here is going to kick off our summer season, honey. What way to go into this Memorial Day holiday weekend with this particular piece. We will be talking with a young lady who has taken the music industry by storm and bringing forth a message that will encourage everyone to stand up for what is right. She's teamed up with Big Daddy Kane, and together they will be letting the world know that the journey isn't over. We'll be talking with Alissa Cavallaro, a 15-year-old singer-songwriter who is building her empire in the world of entertainment. Let's find out her tea on how she is coping with the business of show and what she plans to do with her career. Okay, we got lots of tea here right now. So without any further ado, let's welcome to the stage. To the stage. Lord, I feel like I'm finna perform. But let's welcome to the program. This is the one and only Miss Alissa Cavallaro. Hello there, my darling. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Honey, I am all of the above and beyond. And now, darling, let me get started immediately by saying that I am so into your sound. When I first heard you and going over everything, I at first I said, she could be this generation's, you were a twist of Debbie Gibson and Tiffany to me. But you have a Tina Marie edge, okay? So I was like, then I said, oh, she may not know these girls, honey, that I'm talking about. But for me, that's what I'm hearing in your sound and how you're developing yourself and this, that, and the other. So that's my take on it. So why don't you give the world and my listening audience here your take on you, define and give us who Alissa Cavallaro is.
Well, I like to sum myself up as an R&B artist with an acoustic flair. And I say that because I am a little weird. I play the ukulele, and some people find that very different. And I incorporate my ukulele into R&B kind of style music. I infuse it in there. I don't really know how, but it works, and I really enjoy doing that. It separates me really apart from what's going on right now because I'm doing more of the acoustic kind of stuff as well as my R&B kind of bassy, hardcore hip-hop kind of stuff. But, yeah, that's really what I sum myself up to these days.
Oh, well, the ukulele, girl. Wait a minute. Now, see, that in itself is the story for all of this. What had you interested in the ukulele of all instruments?
Well, about 2 years ago, my parents bought me, like, a $20 ukulele from the music store just as a random gift. And that night, I picked it up, learned my first song, put my first cover on YouTube with the ukulele, and I've been playing it ever since. I love the ukulele. I feel like it's just so sweet and kind of sassy, just how I am sometimes. So that's why I kind of love it.
Wow. Now, how about that it had become a metaphor and speaks musically to who you are? Now, that's hot. That is hot. Okay, so coming into this whole R&B meets acoustic sound, that's the acoustic sound and thing is starting to become a new hip genre within itself. We had the neo soul, and now neo soul is starting to fuse into an acoustic sound. It used to be unplugged back a few years ago when everybody was trying to do acoustic and this, that, and the other, or be a little avant-garde. They were calling it the neo soul thing, and now is this whole acoustic thing is becoming a whole genre, and as I said before, it's coming out of the unplugged thing, because of course it was a TV show, MTV Unplugged. So now it's becoming more of a genre of its own. Do you feel that you are on the precipice of this, groundbreaking with it? Or do you feel as though this was just natural for you and you really don't necessarily want to be categorized that way?
Well, I feel like it's just natural for me. I love playing instruments. I love being a real musician who actually does, things herself, because I also write music, I produce music, I make some of my own tracks sometimes with my own instruments. If that's what people want to call me, that's great. I mean, as long as people are enjoying my music and are getting the message that I'm trying to send across my music, that's fine. They can classify me as whatever they want, but that's how I kind of sum myself up, because I do have, more of those hardcore kind of R&Bs, and then I soften things up with more of an acoustic ballad. So I'm really diverse in the things that I put out. And I also have songs in Spanish. I sing in Spanish and I write in Spanish, which is also pretty cool. And so, I'm just very diverse and I'm unique.
Wow, I was saying, wait a minute. So you just followed me with that. Okay, wait a minute. Let me back up a little bit. You writing and singing and things in Spanish, is this part of your heritage as well, or do you just like the culture?
Well, I'm 100% Italian. I don't know where the Spanish
wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know where it fit in. I learned it in school, and I just fell in love with it because it comes very natural to me as well. I don't know why. I love the culture. I love how it sounds, and it's a really great language to learn when you get older. Being bilingual is actually really important these days to get a job out, like, in all fields of expertise, you can even say. And so, I just love Spanish, and it's great. It's just good stuff.
Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, I'm bursting with flavors over here because you're flooring me, sister. You are flooring me. All right, Italian roots, and yet loving the Spanish language and the culture of that. How is it, being eclectic as you are, how is it that your peers see you? Those who are in your age bracket, who are wanting to do the same things that you do musically and wanting to start in this career, how are your peers viewing you? Do they see you as a threat, as friendly competition, or are you the one that everybody's trying to go after? What is that for you?
Well, I'm not going to lie. Some kids my age that are, in the same kind of realm as I am right now, trying to become, one of a known recording artist, they're kind of intimidated by me. I've done performances with my competitions at different times, and it's okay. I mean, the most courteous thing to do is just to be respectful to one each other. There's no need for drama. There's no need for any of that. It's just, I am who I am, and I love what I do, and I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to change my career goal just because you're intimidated by me. You just need to focus on you. And then that's really it, because the only way to get yourself stronger is if you work on it yourself, not by putting other people down.
Well, how about that? Okay, now, how about that? Okay, so cool. So now let's go into your creative process, because you're a singer, you're a songwriter. What is it in your music that if you were to say this is what I generally write about, what would you say your main message is or messages? Because we know music changes, and I know a lot of people, different songs are based on different emotions, but what do you think your message is overall in your music?
My messages overall with all the songs that I've recorded, pretty much they have undertones of like breakup songs, love songs, songs about bullying, which we'll talk about later probably. But most of my songs, the message behind them is mostly to spread confidence and for people to gain confidence and feel happy about themselves. That's pretty much what all my songs say if you really look deep into the lyrics that I'm writing, because confidence is very important to me, and thankfully I had good confidence. I've always been a diva since day one, but some other people aren't the same way as I am, so it's really good that if one person can gain just a little bit more confidence out of listening to one of my songs, I've made a difference, and that's what I would like to do. I would like to be a role model to people.
Okay. So now, take me on this creative process with your writing. How do you start to write? Are you a lyricist, or do you get with the ukulele first and pluck something out? How does that work in your world?
Well, when I usually write, I'm kind of backwards in how I do things, But I usually like to make a beat first or find a beat that I like, and then if I'm really feeling something, I'll just automatically hear it. Like, oh, okay, I hear this. This is sad. This is a breakup song. Oh, this is a happy song. I feel it almost. It's like kind of something that goes on in my brain that I just know what to write about at certain times. I'm very spontaneous how I do it.
Okay, cool. Let me go here, because as you were just saying that, folks like Justin Bieber and carrying on, and the younger stars, the Lindsay Lohans and all of those in that age bracket, just went through my head as you was just last speaking. What is it that this industry? What are some of your concerns about being in this industry when you have role models or those who have gone before you, who cutting up the way that they cut up, Chris Brown and carrying on, and some of the foolishness that we have in the industry? What are some of your concerns with coming into it?
Well, thankfully I have really good parents and really good family. They keep me very grounded, and they don't really, they keep me very sheltered to where they don't let me go out and just kind of ruin my career almost. So, yeah, they're really great, and I thank them so much for doing that, because I just wouldn't. I don't understand it. I just don't get why someone would just jeopardize everything that you have, jeopardize what made you you, what makes you popular. I just don't understand it. So really, I would just stay out of everything I would just keep my social life, my everything very low key. That's the only way I would do it.
Keep everything. Wow. Now, and how? Let me hear this from you. How would you be able to keep it low key when everything about your career becomes so in the public eye? What do you think are the key elements to keep everything, to keep your business life business, and then still be able to come home, and when I close my door and lock it, I don't have to worry about paparazzi outside my windows? What do you think the secret to that is?
I haven't really figured that part out yet, but I would figure kind of like I would just live in the same house I'm living in now. I live in a small town in Long Island, New York. Nobody really knows about it. So that would be one of them. And just not to do anything bad. Just to be a good kid. But that's really the only way. Okay.
And let me preface that by saying kids and people are going to be people. This is not to say that you won't make mistakes, but we all know the dastardly things that are being done in the public eye, the real big attention grabbers and carrying on that folks tend to want to do or whatever, to make a name for themselves. So we're not talking about, the simple, I'm having a bad day, I may cuss you out today because I'm not feeling good, and you just caught me on a bad day kind of thing. We're talking about the major do-bads, I'm sitting up here and going, I'm speeding, the police pulled me over, and I'm going to cuss the police out and get into a fight because I'm somebody, or you think I'm supposed to be somebody, or whatever the thing is. All of that kind of stuff that creates attention, creates this, and creates that. Now let's talk about your team of people coming into this, because you've been recording for a little minute. The last song I played, I'm Not That Girl, that's already 3 years old. So, your team of people, you said you have good parents and carrying on. How is it that your parents and your management and this, that, and the other, how does that work with you? How did you pick them out, and what does that team of people mean for you?
Well, my parents and along my grandparents are my biggest supporters. My grandpa actually doesn't believe in a lot of things, and usually he's the kind of the person who's anti, like, don't do this, the rejection is horrible, but he actually believed in me, and that was a big deal for us. And so when we continue to do music and to record music, because we do things as a family, because it's one big activity. It's always fun for us. They're my greatest supporters. I'm so grateful to have them in my life. I thank them so much for everything that they've done for me from this point and on. And my management was actually introduced to me by mutual producers that I've had. My publicist, Angela, right now is fantastic. I love him so much, and I thank him for everything. And, even scheduling this radio interview, it's great. it's just been really great, and I've been put into the hands of really great people, and I'm just really thankful for that.
How large is your family?
Well, I have a family of 4, just like my close family like that, but we're a big Italian family. You know, we can't have one dinner without pasta, with like 3 pounds of pasta, because we're just humongous. At Christmas, we have like 40 people over, so I have a really big family, and they all love what I do, you know. I'm kind of like the entertainment. Oh, Alissa, sing this. Okay. Sing this at my birthday. Okay. Then that's what usually happens, because everyone just appreciates my music.
Okay. Oh, see, that's wonderful. Okay. So you sound like, in my family, we do that at the family reunions all the time. We always have the family talent show. Come on, everybody. We know you sing. Come on up here and sing a song. I'm like, oh, Lord. Okay, can I just have this burger today, please? Okay. So now let's go into you coming into the business and when you first went into the recording studios and how your work ethic is. As a young woman, you know, and I'm going to say this, because even in your earlier recording, you're 15 now. So going into the recording studio much younger, how was that for you, and being taken seriously as an artist with dealing with producers and things of that nature? You know what I mean? How was that for you, and that transition of becoming now you're the boss and like, okay, no, this is my song, I wrote it, you know, this is what we need, and to be taken seriously in the game?
Well, I first started off, I wasn't always recording music. Like, when I was around 8, I did theater stuff, and then I won Amateur Night at the Apollo in Harlem. That's
yes, I was coming to that, but go ahead.
Okay, that was kind of like my introduction into recording and stuff, because my parents finally realized, okay, this is what she wants to do. She has enough confidence to do this. And so I was put, at first, they wanted me to sing country. And I was very into it. I was like the young Taylor Swift for a little bit of my life. And once people heard me sing, they kind of took me seriously, because I've always had a soulful voice, and for people to like get that in their mind that, you know, oh, this 9-year-old can sing an Alicia Keys song with no flaws in it, they kind of realize that like I'm serious about it. I take singing very seriously, but it's fun for me as well because I love it. But singing to me is very seriously, and people kind of understand that when I meet them, because I'm all about business but having fun at the same time, because it's what I love to do. But people just would take me seriously.
No, that's a blessing. That is a blessing. That's a blessing. So now, you've been working with another. Well, no, first let me go back, because I said I wanted to go to this Apollo, the Amateur Night at Apollo, and you winning this. Okay, tell everybody or explain to everybody that particular experience, because let me go here with this dynamic. As a Caucasian girl on that stage, and like you said, they wanted you to sing country music and this and the other. What is that like to capture your audience? Because Tina Marie, you know, said because of the sound of her voice, you know, for a long time they would not put her face on the album covers because they wanted her music to sell before folks found out that she was a Caucasian woman. Okay, and Joss Stone, you know, her coming into her sound and this, that, and the other. For you coming into yours and then taking on at the Apollo and this, that, and the other. What was that like for you to come over the racial disparages that could arise, that will arise, and carry on? What does that mean for you, and how do you persevere so that the message of the music is what the important thing is?
Well, for the Apollo, I wound up singing "No One" by Alicia Keys, because at that point I was done with country. But yeah, it was kind of scary, because after I won, there was this one lady who was like arguing with the MC, saying like, oh, this is not the Apollo, she can't win, and like other people were arguing with her in the audience, like she was the best out of all of them, like stop, and there was this whole thing with security. But it was great. I had a great time. I was so young, I didn't even know what was happening with all that stuff, but I had a great time. I went out there and I sang my song and I performed it, and it was just lovely. And yeah, for people just, I don't know. I like to make people smile. That's like my goal. And so for me to do that through the lyrics of a song that I'm singing and to make people happy and to make people, feel the music, that's just what I love to do. It just feels great to make people happy.
Now, you've been working with some major heavy hitters, baby. Okay. You have Father MC on this one particular tune. You've got Big Daddy Kane. We're going to play the new single in a few moments. What is that like for you coming in? You've been working with legends and those who have been, some of the founding fathers of hip-hop and the sound that we know. What is that experience for you?
It feels really good to have people like Big Daddy Kane and Father MC want to work with me because it makes me feel that, I do have a shot at becoming something in this music industry. And it makes me feel that, other people, like a whole spectrum of ages will listen to my music because, people like Father MC and Big Daddy Kane are like kind of like the iconics of, back in the day kind of rap. So people who have been fans of them and have been following them will listen to my music because I'm kind of like their product. We do collabs all the time. I do collabs with them and stuff. So it gives them more of a reason to check me out because they're on the track. And then people my age will listen to my stuff because, I'm their age. And then we'll get to know more about Big Daddy Kane and Father MC. It's more of like a mutual kind of respect kind of thing in what we have going on, and I just love it because we're both getting a lot of exposure on both ends of the age kind of spectrum.
And then also it gives you validity, and it gives you validity, in my opinion, without it being a charity case. You know what I mean?
Right.
There are some songs out there and some collaborations that's like, oh, you just did this because you knew you trying to help this child make some money. It sounds like that. I won't name them because that might get me into a little, because it's completely an opinion of mine. However, but there are some people out there, whose careers flourished because of who was on their track with them, and it sounded as if, you did that as a stunt. In this particular instance, these particular cats are working with you because they believe in the project. They believe in the music, and the message is clear. And it coincides with what they, with their legacy. So for them to co-sign you, you know what I'm saying, and to collab with you, I think that's fabulous because it sits down and it sets the tone and it says that they genuinely believe in you, and it's just not so, just let me help I'm just doing something to help this child out. You know what I'm saying? And that, I respect that so much more. I respect that a whole lot. So now, having said that, let's go into, let me play the song here. I want to go into Journey Isn't Over because coming out of this, we want to talk about the nature of this song and this particular project that you guys are working on here. So let me play this. This here is the latest single that's soon to be released. This is Journey Isn't Over.
Don't let nobody bring you down, 'cause you deserve the crown. Gotta turn your swag on. Gonna make it to the top. Attitude will never stop. Gotta turn your swag on. I'ma do what I want to, 'cause I'm not scared of you. No matter black, white, gay, straight. Gotta stop the hate. Not living under your rules no more. I'm fierce on my own. Confidence will make a difference. Time to own your throne. The time is now. Don't back down. Stand up for yourself. Collaborate. Change the world today for those who need help. Hate on me. I'm not listening. was a picture of me. Why would someone do this? There's nothing to gain. It's not like I sing for the money or the fame. Brush it off my shoulders. Didn't even know ya. Thought that this would break me. Hate me 'cause you hate me. People try to do this to mess with your mind. Believe in yourself, you're one of a kind. Is what it is. Travel on further, so let them get to you. Your journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over, girl.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over, girl.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over. Wait on me, I'm not listening. I'ma keep on walking, I'ma stand so strong. Put my water bugs on. Your words so mean, don't affect me. You're nothing but you'll always be a bully.
Now, y'all know how it gets. Talking about when they empty out your pockets, kid. Down to little stuff like when they mock your list. But meanwhile, you just trying to stay positive. Some people trying to be optimists. Some people thinking that their kids not at risk. Gotta be another way to put a stop to this. I wanna cock a fist, but I'm like, not for this. You know what people wanna play Debo. Feeling gangsta, plus they got an ego. You can bend down and pray just like Chivo. Still you won't get your way like Carlito. And any concept of love, they gon' veto. Just remember what you sow, you're gonna reap, yo. So you might just wanna treat another equal. And a foul line don't get a free throw. Come on.
Wait on me, I'm not listening. I'ma keep on walking, I'ma stand so strong. Put my water bugs on. Your words so mean, don't affect me. You're nothing but you'll always be a bully.
All right, all right, all right. All right, honey. The journey ain't over yet. I'm living for this. I'm living for this because this here, it touches me because coming from you, it speaks directly to your peers. You know what I mean? This day and age where you talk about the whole cyberbullying and this, that, and the other, this is so relevant. So relevant. And when I heard this, I was like, oh, my God. The first question that I had for you was, have you guys partnered with the It Gets Better campaign so that they can use this as part of their theme song or whatever?
Well, actually, we're partnered with a suicide prevention charity right now. So some of the
Wonderful.
Yeah, some of the proceeds from my upcoming album and from the single Journey Isn't Over will go to that foundation. And also, I think we're partnered with another school touring company, and the phrase is, I can't think of the name right now, but it's like daring to be different. I know we're partnered with that, but yeah, we're looking to do more of that because bullying is something that's very, very relevant these days.
Oh, okay. So now let's go into the creation of this particular track and this upcoming project, the whole project itself. What brought you to bring this to the forefront, and especially in this day and age?
Well, bullying is such a broad topic, but people just talk about it but do nothing to make a change, which is why me and Big Daddy Kane teamed up to actually make a difference in today's society, because bullying happens in so many different cases, to so many people, in so many different ways. You can be the most perfect person out there and still get bullied. And that's why we did this campaign, because bullying is so important, and people were losing lives every single day because of other people putting others down, which shouldn't be happening. We should all just talk things out and just be united, because we feel that through a song, music is a universal language that should unite people together. That's one thing that mostly every single person can relate to, that we all listen to music. And that's why through this song, people, could find confidence in it, could not be so defeated anymore, which is why we were trying to put together a bullying campaign, my publicist and I.
Okay, cute. Now let's talk about that. How were you able to get Daddy Kane to come in on this worthy cause? Because I'm telling you, his rap on here so sets this. Okay, and when I watched the video, the dynamics of that, to see, I'm 44, so he and I are in the same age bracket. Okay. And to see you two paired up like that, it's almost like father and daughter, like you're his adopted daughter or something, and he's taking you up under his wing, and the way how this flows and carried on. The aesthetics of this is just absolutely fantastic for me. Okay, absolutely fantastic. The video itself, I love how the folks are, coming out of the shadows of themselves or whatever label society had, the T-shirt, they're taking them off and carrying on to say, I'm more than this. So I love the dynamics of that. So how is it that you guys were able to get Daddy Kane to come in on this with you?
Well, my publicist, Angela, was actually Big Daddy Kane's publicist a while back. And so through that kind of mutual friendship, publicist to business kind of thing, Big Daddy Kane was interested, and also because of a bullying campaign, because bullying is a very important topic, and for people to try and make a change in bullying is a big deal. So, and plus to team up with a kid that's younger than him to kind of be in the more teen kind of scene, you can say these days, to become known for all ages as well.
Oh, dig that. Okay, yes, and I saw Angelo in the video itself. I was like, what is he doing behind this soundboard?
Oh, yeah, he was rocking out. We all had a great time that day.
That tickled me. I said, he up in here like he producing this track, child. I'm living for it. Okay. So now, this is going to be the lead single from the new project?
Yes. This single, Journey Isn't Over, will actually be released on June 11th of next month.
Okay.
And my album called Own Your Throne will be put out prior to the single. And we're actually having a single release party on June 11th. It'll be all over my social network, the invitation and everything. So if anyone is interested in coming, just RSVP and we can make arrangements to have you, which would be great.
All right, well, wonderful, darling. Wonderful. So now let's get into the creed of this particular project. Tell us what is to be expected from this upcoming album. What is it? Has Alissa matured? What are we dealing with this particular sound? Or are we, is Journey Isn't Over being the lead song? Is that the anchor of what the project is about? Tell us what the project is.
Well, the bullying campaign is totally different from my album. Of course, my single Journey Isn't Over will absolutely be featured on the album, no doubt. But I've definitely matured. I definitely have more of a vocal range than when I did the album I Am That Girl. So there's a lot of things to look forward to, songs in Spanish, a lot of dance tracks, a lot of, kind of funky, different songs, a lot of bass. I love bassy kind of songs. That's just me. Some acoustic stuff, a little bit of everything, but it just ties into my R&B acoustic kind of background, which is why it all fits. And I'm really looking forward to sharing the rest of my songs with everyone.
All right. Okay, I am living for that. I'm really living for you, little mistake, honey. I'm so living for you. You are so poised, honey. You are poised and so polished. I can't get this out of folks who've been in the business for years. And you are so on top of your game right now. Child, you are so refreshing for me. I'm living for you. Okay?
Thank you so
much. What I do want to do, damn it, I just had my question. I'm so fascinated with your poise and your elegance, honey, to where I'm going to give you just a few more of those little accolades like that, because one of the things that I really believe is that we're losing a lot of folks in your generation because my generation refused to listen. We don't hear you or don't understand the language. And there are a lot of kids in your generation don't understand the power of their language, And for you to come across and be polished and still able to say, I'm an eclectic being, you know, I have this is a part of who I am, this is a part of who I am. I'm not afraid to embrace this. I'm not afraid to learn new things. I think that is a statement to your character, and I am just marveled at you being able to be as well grounded as you are so early on into this. And it is my praise report that you stay this way, and that as you grow in this business, that your roots completely stay anchored here where you are, and that as you grow and move and become a more successful entrepreneur in this industry, that this does nothing but flourish, and to keep you nourished throughout this business, because as you come across, I'm sure, you know, some of the craziness of this business, some of the pitfalls that are there, and I'm just very thankful that you are able to express yourself in a way that, you know, you can be understood and that you're taken seriously, you know, and I'm very grateful for that, and I'm thankful for you for that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, my parents and I really wouldn't have it any other way. I like to stay a very humble person because, I mean, in school, people know I sing. I don't brag about my singing. If you choose to look me up and follow me on Instagram, that's great. But I don't really I don't brag about myself. That's not my character. That's not who I am. So, yeah, I stay very grounded, and my parents keep me that way, which is absolutely great.
Okay. Now, you have siblings, correct?
Yes.
You said there were 4 of you. So how is it that, you know, your siblings are reacting to your up and coming rise and your fame and popularity? Are they able to be well adjusted with that as well?
Well, I only have one brother. We're 4, including my 2 parents, and then my brother and myself.
Oh, okay. Oh, y'all are an all-American family. Okay, mother, father, 2 children.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay.
So my brother, he understands it. My brother really does his own thing. He's in it for the money and for the food. That's all he sees out of it. But he can get used to it because he's just like, oh, so when you're famous, you're going to buy me a car. I'm just like, okay, Michael, let's worry about that when we get there. But, he's in it for all the, you know, for the accessories.
Right. Okay, right, the bling. He's captured by the bling like most folks. Okay. Okay, well, cool. But just stay, as long as you stay grounded, that will keep him grounded, you know? And I'm sure your parents, honey, y'all, because they got you together in this, and I'm very wowed by this, and yeah, I really, I'm so wowed by this.
Thank you.
I really am. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have there's a new artist that's coming to mind who I'm going to make sure that he listens to this, because he needs to be as polished as you are for interviews. Wow. Okay. I'm just wild. So what I want to do now, this is all about you, Sugar. So give everyone all of your contact information, where they can find you, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, your SoundCloud, your Reverb Nations. Give everybody all of where they can find you.
Okay, well, you can follow me on Instagram at Alissa Cavallaro Music, Twitter at Alissa Cavallaro. You can like my Facebook page at facebook.com/Alissa Cavallaro. You can check out my website at alissacavallaro.com, and you can check my music out on Reverb Nation at reverbnation.com/Alissa Cavallaro, and that's ALISSACAVALLARO.
Okay. Now let me ask you this tongue-in-cheek question, because everything has your name in it. Do sometimes you get tired of saying your own name?
Yeah, a little bit, because my Instagram name is really long. So when I go and search myself, it's just really, I have to spell this again. Oh, God.
Right.
And then yeah, but I get used to it. sometimes, like, after I saw, I'm not even going to lie, after I saw my music video, my new one, I was completely in love with myself and couldn't stop staring in the mirror at myself after that. So, you know, I get like that sometimes. But, yeah, my name is my name. It's a long Italian kind of thing. Right. You know what? And that's why at the beginning of the show, I wanted to make sure I said it right, because when I looked at it with the two L's, honey, I was like, okay, is this Cavallaro or Caballero? You know, with the Spanish pronunciation, because a double L is some people think I'm Spanish, because I can pass for Spanish depending on how I look sometimes. So
yes,
I get either Cavallaro, Caballero, Caballero, all kinds of things.
What are some of your hobbies, my darling, when you're not in the studio taking care of business? What do you do to unwind when you just want to get away from the world?
Well, I like to sleep. I take naps almost every single day. I'm like a 4-year-old child. But other than that, I like to bake. I actually have sensitivities to like certain ingredients. I'm allergic to dairy and gluten, so I bake all kinds of gluten-free cookies and cakes and stuff for my family and myself. I also sew. I have my own sewing machine, and I make my dog's clothes sometimes, which is kind of weird, but I enjoy it. But, yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. Netflix is cool, too. You know, I got to catch up on that. But, you know, just a whole bunch of just lazy kind of things. Okay. Yeah, now, and exercising, too. I forgot that. I work out a lot, which is good, too, because it just gets my mind off things and de-stresses me sometimes.
Okay. Well, you know what? And that's interesting. They've been saying that for years, that exercising is a stress reliever. But a lot of folks, I think they stress themselves out because they exercise. Now, one other thing, and that is, I want you to say this because I was watching your EPK on YouTube, on your YouTube page. And, you know, let everybody know who are some of the people that influence your vocals. Who are some of your artists that you run to for guidance and inspiration when you listen to? Because, like, for me, my mother in entertainment is Patti LaBelle, who today is her birthday. She's 70 years old today. Okay. So, you know, Patti LaBelle and Stephanie Mills for me, and amongst a host of others. So for you, who would that be for you that you pull inspiration from and things?
I pull a lot of inspiration from Alicia Keys, Justin Timberlake, John Legend, Beyonce. I pull from all kind of classical people because to me they're just better musicians. They're real musicians, and that's why I love them so much. So that's where I kind of get my stuff from.
Oh, wow. Classical musicians as well?
Really? Yeah. Well, I take, in my school, I'm only in 10th grade, but I take an AP class for music theory, and I already have my college credits for it. Bach and Mozart and all those kind of, you know, classical performers are actually very helpful who are trying to do music nowadays because it gives you some kind of knowledge of chord progressions and how to plan things out and how to, you know, do a canon here and all these kind of musical terms. It's actually very helpful.
Wow. Now, did you just lay that out for the kids? Now that is sickening right there. Okay, so learn your classical pieces, children. Okay, and you're right, because listen to some of the earlier music, that's all, it was about the music. It was about how to orchestrate this to get the right timing and to get this to where when you're putting phrasing together, honey, you could emote this kind of this passion. You know, and you can set the tone, and you can do this and you can do that. That's how come a breakup song can pull at your heartstrings, honey, because we took our time to sit up there and tell you how you done did it wrong. Okay. Or how I've done you wrong, or whatever. You know, how I've done myself wrong in this relationship. Or the flip side, you know, being in love and you know, everything is the grass is green and the flowers are blooming and all this, you know, and then understanding and enjoying life, you know. So all right. Well, my darling, I'm going to play this song one more time. But before I do, I want you to, again, what are some of the parting words that you have for people today? What is it that you want folks to understand about Alissa and your quest to be the musical entrepreneur that you already are and aspire to grow into? What are some of your final words to those who may be looking up to you or looking to be inspired by you?
Well, I want people to know that if you're trying to achieve a goal, if you're trying to be something of yourself in life, never give up. Don't let people put you down. Don't let people tell you that you're bad at your art or expertise, because trust me, you're not. Only age comes with experience, and that's what I'm kind of learning. So just never give up. Just keep going strong and just keep doing what you love. Be confident, be you, and be fierce kind of thing.
Be confident, be you, be fierce. That's a T-shirt, girl. Be confident, be you, be fierce, because the journey isn't over. Hot damn. Okay, that's priceless. That's priceless. I'm living for that. Well, Miss Darling, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you just for your elegance, my sugar, for coming on and being yourself. I feel so free with you. You feel like just a little sister or one of my little daughters. I have so many children across the world. But I feel like I could just adopt you and be like, oh, my goodness, my little, you feel more like a niece. I'm going to be cooking and trying to feed you and carry it on and send you out here and there and carry it on and poke my chest out like big old Uncle so-and-so. So yes, I wish you all of everything that the universe and God, or however we're going to term, or everything that's good that is coming for you. I wish all of that 10 times fold, so that you can sit up there and bask in the work that you're putting into this, so that the message that you have goes forward, and that the joy that you get from it you can share with others. Because it's not just the message, it's the joy of it. Because as long as you enjoy it, everybody else will too. Mm-hmm. So having said that, let me thank you for coming on, and we're going to thank Double Exposure Media for allowing you to come on. So, Angela, thank you, baby, because this girl here is on fire, okay, for real.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great meeting you.
All right, my baby. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play Journey Isn't Over one more time. Because I want the kids to really understand what this is all about. So I'm going to let you get back to your day, give your parents my love, and say and thank you to your parents for allowing you to come on in. And the reason why we had a special edition show today, because just like you said, this girl is still in school, honey. So she's doing all of this and still have classes and things to take. So my usual time is on a Wednesday, and we didn't want to interrupt her schooling. So, child, that's why we're here today. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to let her get back with her family. It is Memorial Day weekend. Go get you some barbecue, girl. I know y'all got some pasta. I want some chicken fettuccine. When I come to Long Island, because I come to New York quite frequently, when I come back, I'm going to look you up. I want some real chicken fettuccine Alfredo. You understand? Mm-hmm. I want I want some real chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Now, I can't eat a lot, but yeah, okay? So okay. I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to hold you to that. And you go ahead on, honey, have a great day, and we're going to go out of here with The Journey Isn't Over. So thank you to Miss Alissa Cavallaro. Honey, you may finish all of your crumpets because we've been dishing tea with Alissa, honey, and that's what it is. So if you love me, tell a friend. If you hate me, tell an enemy. But do know this, one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, what we're doing here will move forward because the journey isn't over. Point blank.
you down, cause you deserve the crown. Gotta turn your swag on. Gonna make it to the top, attitude will never stop. Gotta turn your swag on. I'ma do what I want to, cause I'm not scared of you. No matter black, white, gay, straight. Gotta stop the hate. Not living under your rules no more. I'm fierce on my own. Confidence will make a difference. Time to own your throne. The time is now. Don't back down. Stand up for yourself. Collaborate. Change the world today for those who need help. Hate on me. I'm not listening. I'ma keep on walking. I'ma stand so strong. Put my water bugs on. Your words so mean. Don't affect me. You're nothing but I'll always be a bully. I was looking through my Twitter, scrolling through my feed. The next thing I saw was a picture of me. Why would someone do this? There's nothing to gain. It's not like I sing for the money or the fame. Brush it off my shoulders. Didn't even know ya. Thought that this would break me. Hate me cause you hate me. People try to do this to mess with your mind. Believe in yourself, you're one of a kind. Is what it is. Travel on further, don't let them get to you. Your journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over, girl.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over, girl.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over.
Journey isn't over. Wait on me. I'm not listening. I'ma keep on walking. I'ma stand so strong. Put my water bugs on. Your words so mean. Don't affect me. You're nothing but I'll always be a bully.
Now, y'all know how it gets. Talking about when they empty out your pockets, kid. Down to little stuff like when they mock your list. But meanwhile, you just trying to stay positive. Some people trying to be optimists. Some people thinking that their kids not at risk. Gotta be another way to put a stop to this. I wanna cock a fist, but I'm like, not for this. You know what people wanna play Debo. Feeling gangsta, plus they got an ego. You can bend down and pray just like Chivo. Still you won't get your way like Carlito. And any concept of love they gon' veto. Just remember what you sow you're gonna reap, yo. So you might just wanna treat another equal. And a foul line don't get a free throw. Come on.
Hate on me. I'm not listening. I'ma keep on walking. I'ma stand so strong. Put my water bugs on. Your words so mean. Don't affect me. You're nothing but I'll always be a bully.
Motivation with Amazon Music.
You're still in bed? Didn't you go running?
Oh, I overslept. I'll go tomorrow. I'm getting in the shower.
Alexa, set an alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow to Hard Rock Music.
Okay, I'm up.
The right song exactly when you need it. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at AmazonMusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.